Park Region Telephone and your Park Region Scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare in your Lake Region Healthcare Timeout. Minnesota Motor Company in your Minnesota Motor Company Halftime Show. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated, Fergus Falls Monument. Otter Tail Coaches, American Federal Bank of Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's, FM Bank, The Viking Cafe, Service Food, Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Splash Express, and by the American Legion Post number 30. Now let's head out for the pregame.
And a good evening, everybody, as we welcome you to Otter Stadium in Fergus Falls. A beautiful night and the final week of the regular season for soccer, both in boys and on the girls' side, as we'll get into section play next week. Fergus Falls Otters still have some hopes and possibilities of getting a home match in the quarterfinal next week, as the Otters need a couple of wins here. One tonight in Central Lakes Conference and Sections play, as they will take on the Detroit Lakes Lakers, trying to avenge a loss from last month. Lost in DL by a score of 4-3, as they struggled early in that, fell behind 4-1, made a valiant second half rally and lost 4-3. The Otters were here at home against the Hillcrest Comets on Saturday before a good crowd and lost 1-0 as Hillcrest got their lone goal 32 minutes into the opening half. Late in the first half, as Zane Holmquist taken down in the 18, got a penalty kick and was able to get that goal. Otters didn't get a lot of scoring chances, a couple of quality chances in the second half. About 8 minutes to go, as Holmquist got another penalty kill for the Comets. But Aiden Godwin able to come up with that stop, and Godwin, that was the lone goal he gave up, was that goal in the first half, but the Otters just a couple of second half opportunities and couldn't capitalize. As Fergus Falls comes in to this match tonight with a mark of 5-7-1, 3-3-1 against section opponents, and 4-4 overall. Meantime, for the Detroit Lakes Lakers, they come in with 3 wins on the season. One of those, a 4-3 win over Fergus Falls. They started the year 2-1 with back-to-back wins, consecutive wins for the first time in 3 seasons on August 23rd and 26th, as they defeated Heritage Christian and Fergus Falls. 2-1 win at home over Heritage Christian, beat the Otters 4-3. We'll recap that a little later on in our pregame report. The Otters' last conference and section match Monday in St. Cloud. They shut out Apollo. A key win, talking with head coach Joel Heikus, he said really making a case for his team to maybe sneak up to that number 4 seed. A win tonight, and a win especially over St. Cloud Tech, and St. Cloud Tech dealing with the fact they may have to forfeit some games. The story came out, and got to credit St. Cloud Live for the story that came out about 3-4 hours ago. An eligibility issue, a potential eligibility violation with one of these St. Cloud Tech players who is taking classes, but taking online classes that may not meet requirements within the State High School League for eligibility. So it sounds like they may have to forfeit a handful of games, and of course Tech will be here tomorrow as they will face the Otters here at Otter Stadium. So that could change how the section is seeded. They were looking at doing it via the QRF, but talking with Coach Heikus before the match, it certainly sounds like that might change a little bit, as that'll come out after play this weekend. The Otters will have these matches tonight and tomorrow, and we'll finish up against Pelican Rapids in a non-conference and non-section matchup on Saturday afternoon. And Pelican trying to jostle for position in Section 8A in their half of the section with the Hillcrest Comets. We'll take a timeout here as our pregame report continues on here in this one, as we continue with our pregame and pre-match report tonight. Beautiful night for soccer. Was a 2-0 win in the JV match in favor of the Otters tonight. We'll come back with more after this timeout. KBRF Radio YouTube page along with channel 977. We're back in just a moment.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Pre-match reports continues tonight here from Otters Stadium as the Detroit Lakes Lakers and the Fergus Falls Otters. The Lakers have not won since September 20th, a 4-0 win over East Grand Forks. Lost 3 matches last week, 2 in Central Lakes Conference play. A 9-2 loss to Sartell last Tuesday. Lost at home to Rocori 6-0, and then took on Pelican Rapids Saturday afternoon and fell to the Vikings by a score of 6-1. So they have lost 10 of their last 11 matches after a 2-1 start. As we continue on, our Nelson Auto Center starting lineup's just around the corner. Very impressive win for the Otters last Monday in St. Cloud. Aiden Godwin with the clean sheet as the Otters get that shutout, 3-0, as the Otters really controlled play early in the match, as Beja Gustav took a throw-in ball from Quinn Sheldon and was able to dribble it in and score for a 1-0 advantage. He got a second goal 4 minutes later off an assist from Cooper Miller to make it 2-0. As Drew Johnson got the third goal to make it 3-0, as Isaiah Lawson took a ball into the 18, into the offensive box. First shot was saved, but the rebound by Drew Johnson following the play picked up the 3-0 win. So Godwin and net did his part, and they really attacked early on, and that was not the case the first time these teams met. You go back in late August 26th, where Detroit Lakes got a pair of goals from Grayson Kohler in a 4-3 win. They also got goals from Augie Dahl and Jason Bellin. Gustav had a hat trick in that match, including a couple of goals late in the second half to make it a 4-3 game. But a sluggish start, and they buried themselves early. Had plenty of scoring chances, but couldn't get it done as the Lakers beat the Otters in their first matchup of the year. This is a 1-point Central Lakes Conference matchup. 4-3 was the final. Elsewhere with Otter athletics today, the girls soccer team is in Detroit Lakes. They are taking on the Lakers tonight over in DL. Volleyball team will be in action coming up tomorrow. The girls will be in St. Cloud to take on the Crush at Tech High School. Tech will be here, and we'll be here for it on Channel 977 on the KBRF radio YouTube page. That'll be at 7 o'clock, of course, on the Fergus Now app as well. The Otter girls volleyball team will be at Brainerd for a 2-point match tomorrow. We're back with more as we will get into our starting lineup. We got to a little bit of our keys to the game here in this matchup tonight, presented by the Viking Cafe, and really keys to the game in this one. We kind of touched on it early. Got to get off to a better start if you're the Otters. No better example than last Monday when they really controlled play in the first 7-8 minutes. Got a goal to take the lead. Built on that. That was not the case the first time around, as the Otters gave up too many opportunities early and fell in a 4-3 match. We'll come back with the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups in just a moment.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls.
As we are back, it is senior night tonight. The 5 seniors on the Otters roster being recognized as you go from left to right, as you can see them. As from left to right, it is Andrew Johnson, then goalkeeper Aiden Godwin. Next to him, Matthew Toole, along with Alec Prishman, and the 5th and final senior to be recognized for the Otters is Quinn Wynn Sheldon, as they are recognized down on the field here tonight at Otter Stadium. Look at the starting lineups here for this one. For the Otters, Joel Heikus presents this starting lineup, the starting 11. The goalkeeper is senior Aiden Godwin. He'll be joined by midfielder number 2, a sophomore Parker Cantrud. Freshman, midfielder and defenseman number 4, Lucas Toole. Number 9, senior Matthew Toole, a midfielder and forward. Midfielder number 10, junior Marshall Fellbaum. Number 11, standout for the Otters, sophomore Beja Gustav, a forward. Andrew Johnson, a senior forward. Number 13, Alec Prishman, number 16, can play midfield non-defense, a senior. Noah Schlosser, junior defenseman. Number 23, Joe Heikus, a junior midfielder and defenseman, and Quinn Wynn Sheldon, a senior defenseman for the Fergus Falls Otters. For head coach Jesse Olson and the Detroit Lakes Lakers, they will start. Their keeper in net will be number 20, Owen Lipton. He is a junior. He'll be joined by number 2, midfielder and forward Jaden Jaskin, a junior. Number 3, midfielder Isaac Marks. He is a freshman. Number 6, Wyatt Carlson, a senior. Number 7, Bodie Dillon on defense. Parker Buckholtz, number 9, defenseman and midfielder, a junior. Number 11, Grayson Kohler. Kohler had a pair of goals against the Otters in their first matchup last month on August 26th in DL. He is a junior midfielder and forward. Number 13, Jason Bellin, senior midfielder and forward. Number 19, Nolan Anderson, junior midfielder. Number 21, Kai Alverson. He is a junior on defense. And number 22, Anthony Chilton for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. So check of our starting lineups. Starting lineups presented to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 in Fergus Falls. NelsonAuto.com. You can check out, of course, they've got great deals getting towards the end of the season. And if you're looking for a great new vehicle, maybe great selection, something got a few miles on it, but good to go for a while, check out the folks at Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls as well as Grand Forks. As we continue on with our pre-match report, as our starting lineups, as we mentioned, presented to you by Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls. One final break before we get this one underway. Final week of the regular season. As we mentioned, the Otters, 3 matches left, including this one tonight. Detroit Lakes will finish up Thursday as they will step out of Central Lakes Conference and Section 8 AA play as they will be at Crookston to take on the Pirates. We'll be right back.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton. There's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
What's your number?
I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Back here at Otter Stadium, national anthem completed as we get you ready for the start of this one. As our pregame report finished up here, our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups as well, as we're just after 7 o'clock, 80 degrees. It's September 29th, 7 o'clock at night. It is 80 degrees. Maybe some people would like, eventually we're going to get to have it feel like autumn, but, well, you know what? Every day you get days like this, you feel like you're taking a day away from winter. And that might not be all of a bad thing as well, as we're just about ready before sunset finishes up here this evening. But 80 degrees, and will probably be mid-70s by the time we are done tonight, as the Lakers will put the ball in play to get things started, and we are underway. So they'll have their defense control things as knocked away, handled by the Otters. Lucas Toole has it, as Toole has it taken away, as the Otters give that ball up to Detroit Lakes. Loose ball, trying to grab it on the run was Kai Alverson. Loose, actually was Anthony Chilton instead, and the Otters come on the attack. Here's Kohler, who had a pair of goals against the Otters in their first matchup. Finds Parker Buchholz, and they'll retreat back to their defense for Bodie Dillon. Far side over the far side now to play, and the Lakers will throw it in. Buchholz will throw it in. Throw in knocked away there by the Otters, and downfield it goes to Gustav. Gustav trying to create some space as he works his way into the box. Gustav trying to put the brakes on. There's the shot, and it hit the pipe and rolled just away from the goal. It hit the right post, hugging the goal line, but never crossed the goal line and slid wide. That was a trick shot that didn't have the happy ending for the Otters, but boy, that was close. Here comes Detroit Lakes as the Lakers back the other way with it. Here's Kohler. Kohler with a long ball. That one hit off the crossbar. Just between the crossbar and the soccer net and the crossbar of the football goalpost. He nestled it in almost right between the two. That was a long ball. He was good 30 to 35 yards out. Godwin on the goal kick will bring play back in. Nice job on the goal kick as Gustav looks to handle it over at the numbers far side. Trying to get through traffic. Really surrounded well. Ball taken away. Nice job to bottle him up by the Lakers. Ball rolling and out of bounds over to the far side. And we got throw in coming here for the Otters. Actually, it'll be a goal kick. As Godwin on the goal kick coming up as we're the 3rd minute here of this first half tonight from Otters Stadium. No score in the Park Region scoreboard. Service beyond the connection. Loose ball handled there by Detroit Lakes. Senior Jason Bellin. Pass broken up, and another attempt broken up this time by Detroit Lakes. Parker Cantrud on the throw-in here for the Otters. Actually, Heikus will throw it in. He tries to throw it in, but played off the body there by Detroit Lakes. And Owen Anderson loose through midfield. Bellin trying to get through traffic. Gets it back. Ball broken up. And rolling over here to the near side. Hike is trying to keep it in. And Detroit Lakes will throw it in. So each team with a couple of good quality scoring chances. And boy, Gustav was literally inches away off the right goal pipe. And again, that was hugging the goal line, but did not cross it. Buckholz on the throw-in again. Trying to find a teammate there. Knocked away by the Otters as there'll be a throw-in coming as trying to kind of back down to the fender there was Wyatt Carlson for the Lakers. Loose ball knocked away. Nice job by the Otters, and Cantrud knocks it away and out of play. Another throw-in near side, just adjacent to the 18. Anthony Chilton couldn't handle it. He'll chase the ball down, gets between a pair of defenders, ball knocked free, where it's handled there by Fergus Falls. Chilton down with it, nearly a handball. Otters trying to get through traffic with Lucas Toole, and the ball kept in play, no, out of bounds, and unable to keep it in play was Joe Heikus. Wyatt Carlson will throw it in. Ball broken up by the Otters. Ball comes near side. Fergus Falls with Andrew Johnson. Johnson met by Buckholz out of play, and the Otters will throw it in. So after that early offensive surge, first minute or two by the Otters, had a hard time generating some offense. Deep throw in. We'll try and get things started. Headed out there by Cantrud. Parker Cantrud can't keep possession. Owen Anderson through ball that time and does connect. Another through ball that time. Good pass by Kohler, as after it is Buckholz, and a shot blocked as Godwin came out of the cage. Not quite to the edge of the 18, but he's a good 10 to 12 yards away from the goal to get a piece of that, break it up and out of play. So the first corner of the match is coming here for Detroit Lakes. And on the corner, header attempt, and headed and out of play. Chilton tried to head it, but it was too tall for him. And I believe it was Grayson Kohler with a header attempt and headed it out of play for Detroit Lakes. Actually, correction, it was Owen Anderson. Otters bring it in off the goal kick as we are into the 6th minute here in the first half. 34 minutes, 53 seconds to go in this first half. Scoreless on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection. Just outside the 18 comes Detroit Lakes. Ball's broken up there by the Otters, and Quinwin Sheldon, and out of play. Isaiah Lawson, number 3, will check into the match here for Fergus Falls. Andrew Johnson will check out. So Johnson checks out, and the ball is thrown in. Left-footed approach. And kept in far side, handled there by the Otters and Lucas Toole. Loose along the far side. Ball's broken up along the far side and out of play, and I think the Otters will get the throw in, and indeed they will. So a throw in there by Fergus Falls. As we are into the 7th minute here into the first half. So it'll be a free kick coming from roughly about 40 yards out. Long ball, and one bounce and handled there by goalkeeper Owen Lipton for the Lakers, as the first save of the match. Godwin not credited with a save on the board so far, as a loose ball scooped up by Godwin. And the goal kick, high and short. They will get to midfield. Lawson after it for the Otters. Loose ball as Gustav cannot get to it, and offside will be called. So 7 minutes into this first half, as it will be a free kick coming here for, actually going to send the goalkeeper Lipton out near midfield. And a long ball there is headed out of the box by the Otters. Loose ball, knocked free, spinning, and Detroit Lakes will keep possession. Parker Buckholz will send that deep as Godwin will scoop it up. And a goal kick forthcoming here with 7.5 minutes into this first half. Long ball, Lawson unable to handle it. He'll try chase it down in the Otter third and out of play. Last touch by Detroit Lakes. Quick throw in by Lawson. Otters come on the attack. Loose ball. Beja Gustav after it. Kind of with a strike attempt, kind of try to kick it up over his shoulder, and he'll chase it down along the near sideline here for the Otters. Pass goes and handled there by Lucas Toole. They'll retreat. Ball knocked free. Trying to find Gustav far side. And kept in. Turned over. As the ball back to Detroit Lakes. Isaac Marks after it. As they try to get through traffic. Does Detroit Lakes. Handled there by Grayson Kohler. Kohler. Through ball that time is broken up by the Otters. Broken up and out of play. It's like Quinn Wynn Sheldon. Nice job to break that up. And out of play is a substitution in for the Lakers. They'll get Garrett Moen, number 5. Sophomore checks into the match. Isaac Marks checks out for the Lakers. A throw in from the far sideline will bring play back in. Nearly 9 minutes into this opening half of play and scoreless. Again, the scoring chances came very early on both sides. Detroit Lakes at a crossbar. Tried a long through ball. Trying to break down field was Isaiah Lawson. Now the Otters with possession. There's a through ball. Gustav with room to move. Gustav into the box. Shot is deflected. Goalkeeper is out of play. Otter went down on Isaiah Lawson, and a foul's going to be assessed. And that could lead to a penalty kick. Owen Lipton came out of the goal to make the save on that. The ball was loose. Chasing after it was Isaiah Lawson for the Otters. He got knocked down. I think a yellow card has been assessed here against one of the Lakers. It's going to be Parker Buckholz, I believe, is headed in. Yep. As he is headed to the bench. As in will be number 1, Colin House, a sophomore. And here comes a penalty kick coming for Gustav. So he will set up the ball. Comes here in the 10th minute with 30:43 to go. And there's the kick, and he scores! So on the penalty kick, Beja Gustav. In the 10th minute here of the first half, the 30:43 mark. 30:43 to go. Gustav on the penalty kick. Makes it 1-0 Otters. So they took advantage of that offensive opportunity, and really was Gustav that set that up with the long ball. Handball was called, and a free kick here by Detroit Lakes, but they took advantage of the penalty kick there. Lawson got hauled down in the box and set up that penalty kick opportunity. Here's Kohler. Good footwork. Here's Kohler's shot, and Godwin the save and scrambles to cover that up. Boy, that was great footwork by Grayson Kohler, able to switch feet from the left to the right, back to the left, and eventually on the right-footed strike. And the save made. First save for Godwin. Otters maintain a 1-0 lead, so as Fergus Falls got the lead, didn't take long for the Lakers to try and find the equalizer. Gustav has the ball taken away. He's surrounded by a pair of defenders and kicked deep. Loose ball. Kohler trying to get to it. He will. Kohler puts it towards the goal, and it's scooped up by Godwin. Godwin, goal kick back to midfield, back to the logo. Otters trying to keep possession with Parker Cantrud. Cantrud, through ball, down the near side, Isaiah Lawson, but offside is called. Boy, just missed on that one. Nearly 11 minutes into this first half, 29 minutes and 5 seconds. Clock continues to tick away here in this first half. Otters lead 1-0 on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection. Ball thrown in over along the far sideline. It's like Isaac Marks for, that's Marks perhaps, but the yellow card was on Buchholz as it'll be thrown in as Grayson Kohler. Actually, Kohler will set in the middle. Looks like to be Owen Anderson will have the free kick. As the free kick high and just above the crossbar and out of play. About 20 to 25 yards out, in for Fergus Falls is Coulter McGinnis. Number 22 is a sophomore on defense. And Joe Hikus will take a seat for the Otters. Otters will get St. Cloud Tech tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pre-match report, 6:45 here on Channel 977. Fergus Now app and also on the KBRF Radio YouTube page. You can watch and listen to the action as well. A lot of ways to check out Otter soccer. Here's Lawson. Lawson into the box. Defender hanging on him and couldn't get a clean shot off and is scooped up there by goalkeeper Owen Lipton. Had a defender to his left. Goal kick through center. Knocked down by the Otters, but maintaining possession is Detroit Lakes. Through ball attempt was broken up by the Otters. Ball comes back to midfield where it's chased down there by Kai Alverson. Junior number 21. Loose ball. Ball comes back to midfield and handled there by Colin House. House, ball broken up and taken there by the Otters, but broken up, or I checked that by the Lakers and finally broken up, and Lucas Toole for Fergus Falls trying to find Gustav, but ball broken up by Kai Alverson. Start the 14th minute of play. A little over 13 minutes into this first half as ball coming through to the edge of the 18, knocked away by Godwin, and finally out of play. It'll be thrown in deep in the Detroit Lakes third. Tossed in, trying to find Anthony Chilton. The ball comes back out, handled there, Alverson, Chilton. Now Kohler. Sent into the box, loose. Godwin after it, a collision. A Detroit Lakes player is down as looks like Godwin, the goalkeeper, collided with one of the Lakers into the goal box that time, and thankfully he popped back up, but he might have taken the brunt of that contact as he was trying to get to that loose ball. And it's going to be a penalty kick coming here for Detroit Lakes. So Grayson Kohler will get the penalty kick to try and level the match. This will come in the 15th minute, 14:04 into this first half. This is to try and tie the match at 1. There's the approach. And Godwin comes up with a splendid save. Boy, that was terrific. Kind of pinned himself right to the far side goal and just able to smother it. And it remains a 1-0 Otters lead. But boy, he basically used that right post almost as going to use that as a bit of an ally there. Ball's taken away, and we have contact, and a foul is going to be assessed against the Otters, and will be a free kick here for Detroit Lakes. 1-0 Otters here in the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region surface beyond the connection. Say the folks at Running Stitches Embroidery, they want you to avoid a sticky situation. Call Andrew Olson with Running Stitches Embroidery. Stick around, we'll have our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. You'll love the way they do business. Through ball handle there for Isaiah Lawson. Lawson into the 18. He strikes. That one just above the crossbar. Just into the 18, into the box, and the right-footed strike, maybe just a foot above the crossbar. Kind of nestled it between the soccer crossbar and the bottom of the football goalpost. Joshua Horgan checks into the match for the Otters. Junior midfielder. to replace Matthew Toole. So a good scoring chance there for the Otters. They've had probably at least 3 quality ones, and of course the penalty kick from Beja Gustav that they were able to capitalize on. 1-0 Otters. Weaving through traffic is Anthony Chilton. Now Detroit Lakes looks to control, and they'll handle it near side. Over there is Wyatt Carlson. Ball's broken up by Cantrud, out of play. Throw in for Detroit Lakes and Wyatt Carlson. Tossed in. McGinnis looking to head it and handle it. Right-footed strike, headed back out. And a second header attempt by Jaden Jaskin, number 2. Ball loose to the middle of the pitch. And the middle third. Kai Alverson handles it far side. And send that pass on, and does. As Detroit Lakes will work in the offensive third. And left-footed strike attempt low and wide. 23.5 minutes to go in this first half as we're in the 17th minute and a 1-0 advantage. Otters losing 1-0 to Hillcrest here on Saturday. Blanked by the Comets twice this season. 3-0 at Hillcrest about a month ago. And a good crowd here Saturday, and that goal and a penalty kick for the Comets. And Section 8A, going to be a strong section there, of course, with St. Cloud Cathedral on one side. You've got Hillcrest and Pelican Rapids on the other. Should be a very competitive section. It's got a whistle, and Otters will get a free kick. Into the 18th minute. Deep ball. And it's trying to get to it. Here's Gustav. Takes it away off the foot of Jason Bellin. Gustav, far side. Now goal line extended. Play goes to the corner as he tries to weave his way through traffic. Beja Gustav, terrific footwork. Shot blocked. Couldn't get through a whole wave of red and white there. Lakers had him bottled up well. Ball rolling far side. Otters will throw it in. Just outside their third. Offensive third. Ball broken up. And out of play. Near side it goes Gustav. Gustav over to the corner. Pass was broken up, but the Otters will keep possession as they work about 30 yards out. Pass in as ball goes through. Gustav might have been offside, but Owen Lipton scoops up that loose ball. Goal kick deep. On one bounce as out of play, as the Otters will get to throw it in. Nearly halfway complete into this first half. Into the 19th minute. Fergus Falls with a 1-0 lead. We've had one corner kick. That was by the Lakers. Throw in for Gustav with room to move, trying to create a scoring chance. On a cross. That one's broken up. And back come the Lakers. They've got some room. Long through ball, trying to connect with Kohler. Grayson Kohler gets cut off. Chilton back for Kohler. About 20 yards out, works his way into the box. In deep, gets cut off. Sends the ball on a cross, loose far side. Jaskin over on the far side, and finally sent and kicked out of play by the Otters. As we're into the 20th minute, nearly halfway through this first half. 1-0 in favor of Fergus Falls on the Park Region scoreboard. Service beyond the connection. Thrown in for Chilton. He's knocked down. Play continues on. And comes to Gustav. Gustav has a teammate with him in Lawson. Here's Lawson with it. Chase him behind. Lawson into the box. Knocked down. Has the ball taken away. And nice job to hustle back there to recover defensively is Detroit Lakes. And Lakers come back on the near side. Eventually booted out of play by Lucas Toole. He's trying to take off down the near side for the Lakers. As checking in, Isaac Marks is back in. So is Jason Bellin. Jaden Jaskin on the throw-in here for Detroit Lakes. Quickly finds Isaac Marks. Can't handle it. Goes off his right foot. Ball out of play. The Otters will throw it in. Marshall Fellbaum, but not yet. Substitutions in for Fergus Falls. Matthew Toole back into the match. So is Andrew Johnson. Out will go Lawson and Parker Cantrud for the Otters. Toole on the throw-in. Matthew Toole drops it in. Loose ball. Has Toole after it. Likewise Marshall Fellbaum, but controlled by Detroit Lakes here near side. Ball popped away. August Dahl is it taken away. Onto the foot of Buckholz. On a through ball. Hustling after it. Trying to get through it is Andrew Johnson. Johnson's pass. Tried to cross, but broken up by the Lakers. Johnson gets it back. Right to the outside of the 18. Now sent towards the goal by Fellbaum. And racing in to grab it in midair. Save made there by Owen Lipton. Lipton should be a save on that, which would be his second of the match. 18:40 to go first half. Lakers trailing 1-0. 1-0 Fergus Falls on the penalty shot goal by Gustav. We have a whistle and foul's going to be assessed against the Otters. So free kick coming from roughly about 25 yards out with Grayson Colder to do the honors. Right-footed strike. Godwin got a piece of it. Able to, didn't catch it cleanly, but redirected it away from the knee, from the goal. Lakers maintain possession. Ball comes back to Jaden Jaskin. We have a whistle, and there's another foul assessed. Yeah, it looks so. It looks like it's going to be free kick, maybe a corner perhaps. Yep, it is going to be a corner opportunity for Detroit Lakes. As in for the Lakers, Jackson Martinez, number 16, into the match. And Owen Anderson also back in. Garrett Moen out. And one more checking out as well. That is Wyatt Carlson for the Lakers. Is off the corner, deflected and wide, just up and above the goal. So the second corner kick for Detroit Lakes, and steered aside by Fergus Falls. The Otters maintain a 1-0 advantage. Not quite the offensive fireworks we had in the first match between these two teams, as down the far side comes Detroit Lakes. Pass did not connect, trying to find, looked like for Isaac Marks, and that one out of play. Quickly tossed in. Header there by Jackson Martinez, and eventually out of play. Another throw-in coming here. This will be thrown in by the Otters. Actually a foul assessed, so free kick coming. Free kick to center. Deflected. Otters looking to maintain possession, coming away with it. Marshall Fellbaum finding Beja Gustav. Waits for traffic to come by. Through ball's broken up. Deflected off the shoulder and head of Colin House. Lucas Toole handling it far side. And whistle and a foul assessed. That's going to be a free kick for the Otters. So Fellbaum on the free kick. He'll be not just shy of 35 yards out. Under 16 minutes to go in the half. Line drive and handled cleanly by goalkeeper Owen Lipton. 3 saves for Godwin for the Otters. Second now for Detroit Lakes keeper Owen Lipton. 1-0 in the Park Region scoreboard. Beja Gustav on the penalty shot in the 10th minute of play. 9:17 into this first half. As Gustav on the far side with it. Gustav and a whistle. I'll give a substitution. Detroit Lakes will get Wyatt Carlson back into the match. He'll replace Jaden Jaskin. Jaskin kind of holding his side, kind of holding his ribs as he heads back to the bench. Now hands on knees, and like I said, he might have taken he got the wind knocked out of him, or might have got shot to the ribs, so hopefully nothing too serious. Loose far side handle there by the Otters. They try to keep possession along the far sideline, and from midfield thrown in by the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Through ball for Beja Gustav, but offside is called. And they're always looking to see if they can get Gustav with some room to maneuver to try and say, if you've got some space, that's the best way to try and create some scoring opportunities. Trying to chase that ball down, Jackson Martinez, and does. Good hustle there by Martinez. Ball is intercepted, taken back. Colin House got a piece of it for Detroit Lynx. Near side, along the near sidelines, handled by the Otters, getting tripped up near side was Matthew Toole, taken away. Isaac Marks forcing a turnover there. Chilton trying to sprint upfield, lost the ball, went down to the process. Feldbaum on a lead feed. Here's Gustav. Gustav in, makes his move, dekes around the goaltender and scores. The keeper came out, probably a good 10 to 12 yards out. Gustav able to deke him, go to his left foot, and the left foot strike and scores with 13:41 to go in the half. So 26-19 into the first half, so the 27th minute. Asia Gustav will get the goal on that, and the Otters take a 2-0 lead. Detroit Lakes brings action back in as we're down to 13 and a half minutes here in this opening half from Otter Stadium. So Gustav, a breakaway opportunity, and adds to his total. He has all 5 goals versus Detroit Lakes this season. He had the hat trick in the 4-3 loss August 26th, and he has a pair here in this opening half. So Otters with the 2-0 lead, and we want to keep the pressure on. Not much on that goal kick there from Lipton on the run. Long ball back to midfield, broken up by the Otters, and they'll keep possession. As trying to get through traffic that time, unable to chase the ball down was Toole, handled there by goalkeeper Owen Lipton. McGinnis battles for that loose ball. It's eventually taken by Wyatt Carlson. Ball broken up, loose ball back to midfield, and will be handled cleanly there by Detroit Lakes. Jason Bellin. Ball broken up, handled there, Martinez. Jackson Martinez, the diminutive freshman, able to keep that ball alive. Left-footed approach there by the Otters, and eventually sent out of play, and Fergus Falls will throw it in. 12:18 to play in this first half. The Otters with a 2-0 lead. Deep throw in for Beja Gustav once more. Here's Gustav into the box, met by a pair of defenders, and the strike. And the save made on that shot attempt. Handled there by Owen Lipton. Goal kick high, takes a big bounce off the turf. Kohler cannot get to that loose ball. The Otters will try and create an offensive opportunity. Pass went off the back of the foot of Matthew Toole. We'll have a whistle and a stoppage. And it'll be a free kick coming here for Detroit Lakes. Next, they'll turn that into a goal kick, and stepping into one is Owen Lipton. Headed out by McGinnis. Over to the corner and out of play. Under 11 and a half minutes to play in this first half. Glad you're with us here on Channel 977. The Fergus Now app has the shot attempt from the Lakers wide of the goal. Foot or two wide of the far side goal post. And also, if you're watching via the KBRF Radio YouTube page, Otters have a 2-0 lead on a pair of goals from Gustav. Goal kick brings play back in. Loose ball, chased down. Here's Carlson for Detroit Lakes. Carlson with a deep strike. Cut off into the box. Now their chance as well, and scooped up there by Godwin. Hustling after it, Kohler. His eyes got big, looking for a potential scoring chance, but goalkeeper cleans that up. Isaiah Lawson, ball's taken away by Jaden Jaskin and out of play. And the Otters will throw it in, but first, a substitution. They'll get Gustav a breather. As in for the Otters is Marshall Feldbaum. Ball near side, handled by Detroit Lakes. 2-0 Otters. Jaskin. Long ball's broken up. They try to get the ball into the Lakers' third. Carlson Trying to maneuver his way between a pair of defenders, and a drive save made, and Godwin a sprawling save, denying Grayson Kohler, and another good scoring opportunity there for Detroit Lakes. 5 saves for Godwin so far. So we're in under 10 minutes, 9:55 to play in this opening half. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report, moments away here on Channel 977, on the Fergus Now app as well. Kohler trying to drop a pass off, and attempt sent just wide by the Lakers. Nine and a half minutes left, as it's going to be a corner opportunity here. The third corner kick of this half. They've all been by Detroit Lakes. This one, the first one from the far corner. There's the approach. Headed by the Otters. And headed towards the goalkeeper. Godwin scoops it up. Bounces over a Detroit Lakes defender. Isaiah Lawson maintains possession in play. Lawson on a cross. It does connect. Chance for the Otters. They'll shoot and score! Didn't look like that cross was going to connect. It took a funky bounce away from the Laker defender, and the Otters score to make it 3-0. Lawson will get an assist on that. Suthi is credited with the goal. It comes with 8:56 to go in the half, so in the 32nd minute, Matthew Toole picks up the goal. Lawson will get an assist on that, at least he should. And it's 3-0. As that ball took a big bounce, bounced up and over off the turf from the Detroit Lakes defender. He was able to have some room to kind of gain some speed and able to get that going. Loose ball, as back comes Detroit Lakes with it. So, a productive first half. The Otters. Here's a shot attempt pushed wide by Detroit Lakes and out of play. Boy, that was really set up beautifully, that go around. As in for Fergus Falls, Joshua Horgan checks in. So a tool from Lawson. So we're under 8 minutes to play in the half. So goals in the 10th minute, the 27th minute, and just into the 32nd minute of this half for the Otters to lead 3-0. Pass connects, as pass there by August Dahl. Otters take the ball away as they converge on the Detroit Lakes forward. Ball back out to midfield, as after it over there is, it's like Dahl again. Ball comes back to midfield. Ball kicked into the Devils, or the Detroit Lakes third. Handled there by Marks. Marks pops up that kick. Well, he split the football goal uprights. That won't get him any points, though. That would get you 1 or maybe 3. That was, like I said, that would have been about a 30-yard field goal. Gustav is into the match for Matthew Toole. Toole getting a goal while he was in there. 3-0 is goal kick by Aiden Godwin brings play back in. Lakers have not been minus scoring chances. Back into the match is McGinnis. He handles it. Deep ball. It's a race for it. Lawson trying to get there. He does. Isaiah Lawson. His pass was broken up this time. Hustling back was Bodie Dillon on defense for the Lakers. 6.5 minutes to play here in this first half. Ball back to McGinnis. Ball comes back near side. Otters try to work it in their third. Ball taken away from Lawson. Cantrud was trailing the play. We've got whistle, and foul's going to be assessed. This foul will be assessed on the Otters, as free kick coming for Detroit Lakes and Bodie Dillon. Right-footed approach. Spinner headed out by the Otters back towards midfield, but handled there. And right-footed approach by Jason Bellin. Over there for the Otters is Lucas Toole. Whistle. And Otters will bring play back in on a free kick. Inside of 6 minutes to play here in this first half. We were at 80 degrees when the match started. Probably will drop to low to mid 70s. Actually 77 right now as sun's down for the day. Long ball is handled by the Lakers goalkeeper Owen Lipton. He'll send it back into play deep. It's cut off by the Otters. And it's trying to take off on the run with it for Fergus Falls was Feldbaum. Near side, good battle over for that ball with Cantrud throwing it back in, finding Gustav. The sooner the better. Beja Gustav has it taken away. And along the near side come the Otters trying to weave through defenders, but Jaskin couldn't maintain possession for Detroit Lakes. Otters down the near side and sent out a play. Gustav leaping attempt at that ball, but was out of bounds. Thrown in by the Lakers. As we're under 5 minutes to play in this first half as we are in the 36th minute. Jaskin, near side from around midfield. Tossed in. Carlson on the header. Battle for the ball. Near side, a contact there is contact with Lucas Toole. And looks like one of the Lakers, Isaac Marks, was the one that got knocked down. Otters will have a free kick. Quinn Wynn Sheldon on the toss in deep. Headed by Jaden Jaskin. Headed back over the head of Gustav. Cantrud on the header for the Otters. Loose ball. Gustav trying to get to it and does. In the middle third right now, back towards midfield. Loose. And back here, the ball broken up near side. Takes a funny bounce, bouncing away from the Otters and Coulter McGinnis. Out of play, Otters will throw it in. Cantrud looking downfield, trying to find Gustav, but broken up. Anticipating was Jaskin. Stepped into that throw in. McGinnis after the loose ball. It's handled by Marshall Feldbaum for the Otters. Through ball and out of the reach of Gustav. And it'll be a free kick for Detroit Lakes. 3:20 and counting here in this first half. 3-0 in favor of the Otters here on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region service beyond the connection. Lipton will come out to about the 40-yard line there in the goal kick. Boy, good deep, headed out the edge of the box by the Otters. Feldbaum trailing the play, loose and kicked aside by Quinn Wynn Johnson. He and Lucas Toole were there for Fergus Falls as substitutions in. Matthew Toole will come in to replace Isaiah Lawson for the Otters. Kai Alverson in for Detroit Lakes. As out will go Jaden Jaskin. Jaskin was active on the back end defensively. Last few minutes here for Detroit Lakes. Here's a strike at the edge of the 18. Godwin comes up with a save. Under 2.5 to play first half. 3-0 Otters. Throw in. Goes out of play. Beyond the reach of Parker Cantrud. Carlson throws it in for the Lakers. Headed out by Feldbaum. Gustav able to beat Bodie Dillon to the ball. Gustav. Some fancy footwork. Trying to maneuver his way around August Dahl. Now ball comes back out. Defenseman will handle it. Near side with it as battle for that loose ball. And out of play. McGinnis converged on by one of the Lakers. And the Otters will throw it in. Coulter McGinnis will do so here. See, throw in. Headed there by Isaac Marks. Loose to midfield. And handled there by Lucas Toole. Toole. Ball's deflected near side and out of play. Last touch by the Lakers, so Otters will throw it in. 90 seconds to play first half. 3-0. Fergus Falls with the lead. High school boys soccer, Section 8AA and Central Lakes Conference rivals. Detroit Lakes in their second season now as members of the Central Lakes Conference, which is good for the Otters. You got a conference opponent 40 miles away. That saves on, that helps. Too many long road trips for the Otters in this league. St. Cloud and Wilmer among others. Ball near side. Handled there by Detroit Lakes. Chilton, ball out of play. Under a minute to play in this first half. On the throw-in near side, Wyatt Carlson. Goes back to Carlson near side. Ball's broken up as McGinnis got a piece of that one. And the ball will roll out of play. 36 seconds to go here in the first half. Pair of goals from Gustav. Matthew Toole adding a goal as well. The Otters with a 3-0 lead. Godwin on the goal kick. Brings play back in. Fellbaum has Cantrue down the near side. Through ball. Gustav, can he get to it? He can. Gustav with room. Gustav into the box and cannot get a shot off. Now retreats and he's scored. Set it towards the net and finally redirected in with 6 seconds to go in the half, and it's 4-0. Might be Matthew Toole as Gustav, his first attempt was broken up. He got it back, sent it low, slowly rolling through the turf, and looked like it was Toole right at the goal line to redirect that home. And it is Matthew Toole to get the goal. The 40th minute with 6 seconds to play in the half to make it 4-0 Fergus Falls. Gustav will get an assist on that. And we are down to the final seconds of this first half, and no slow start tonight for the Otters. 4 first-half goals. Took advantage of an early penalty shot. Godwin denied a penalty shot on the opposite side as they denied the penalty shot attempt from Grayson Kohler. And the Otters have a strong first half completed and a 4-0 lead as we go into halftime. Stay tuned for our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report coming up here in just a moment. Halftime score reads Fergus Falls 4 and Detroit Lakes 0 on the Park Region scoreboard. We're back after this.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
We are at halftime as our halftime report presented to you by Minnesota Motor Company. Of course, they've got a great selection of new vehicles. Maybe looking for a solid pre-owned vehicle, maybe something with low miles and it's been taken care of. Of course, they've got the sales and service. It's a great experience every time you stop in and see the folks at Minnesota Motor Company. You'll love the way they do business on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. The Otters with a 4-0 lead here at halftime. A strong first half as the Otters, knowing that good performance tonight, well, so far, I don't say a complete check mark, but you got a half a check so far as they take the 4-0 lead. And of course, a key match coming up with St. Cloud Tech tomorrow. as the only matches tonight in Central Lakes Conference play has this match here with the Otters and Detroit Lakes, and the two teams meeting on the girls' side as well in Detroit Lakes. Full slate of matches tomorrow, as on the boys' side. Sauk Rapids Rice at Sartell. St. Cloud Tech will be here to face the Otters, 7 o'clock here on Channel 977, the Fergus Now app, fergusnow.com, and on the KBRF Radio YouTube page. Brainerd will be at Ricori. Marshall will be at St. Cloud Apollo. Moorhead will be at Alexandria to face the Cardinals, a couple of section rivals there. Girls soccer, the Otters will be in St. Cloud, 2-point match against the St. Cloud Crush at Tech High School. Sartell will be at Sauk Rapids Rice. Alexandria at Wilmer. Brainerd will host Moorhead, and Hillcrest will be at Detroit Lakes. That's in girls soccer coming up tomorrow. So the first half numbers here, a pair of goals each for Beja Gustav and for Matthew Toole for Fergus Falls, as Gustav on a penalty kick in the 10th minute, 9-17 unassisted goals. He was able to beat keeper Owen Lipton to give the Otters a 1-0 lead. They added to that lead, Gustav did, on a scoring opportunity. Is a deep ball. He was able to get a strike and just get that one past Owen Lipton. In the 27th minute, 26-19 was the time of that goal to make it a 2-0 Fergus Falls lead. Then Gustav, or actually Lawson, on a loose ball that bounced up and over the Detroit Lakes defender. Able to claim it was Isaiah Lawson. Came down the near side, tried a cross that looked like the Lakers had a chance to deflect or break up. They did not. Matthew Toole got to it, worked his way into the box and scored. Into the 32nd minute, 31:04, the official time on that goal. Lawson the assist. That gave the Otters a 3-0 lead. And in the final seconds, with 6 seconds to go in the first half, it was Toole again from Gustav. As Gustav on the approach, looked like he wasn't going to be able to get a shot off. His first attempt was denied, but able to send a low shot, kind of rolling beyond the keeper, and Toole able to redirect it right at the goal line and score. In the 40th minute, with 6 seconds to go in the half, Toole from Gustav, and it's a 4-0 lead, 4-0 in favor of the Otters. So 4-0 your score. Otters did not have a corner kick in the first half, and Detroit Lakes had 3, and we'll have to get the save count on that. I know Godwin had, I believe it was 5 saves, including a splendid save as Grayson Kohler, who had the majority of the scoring chances for Detroit Lakes, got a penalty kick opportunity that came about 13 minutes into the first half. Godwin made a tremendous save as he was able to make the save kind of right next to the right goal pipe. He kind of used that right goal pipe as an ally, as a little bit of assistance, and able to make that save, and had 5 in the first half for the Otters. We'll have more of our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report as the Otters have a 4-0 lead. We're back with more in a moment.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Final save numbers. Fergus Falls with 7 saves for Godwin, 3 saves for Owen Lipton, corner kicks 3 for the Lakers and none for the Otters. It is 4-0 Fergus Falls. That does it for the Minnesota Motor Company halftime report. The second half from Otter Stadium after this on Channel 977, FergusNow.com, the Fergus Now app, and on the KBRF Sports YouTube page.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls and Grand Forks is your shopping stop for America's 3 favorite truck brands, Ford, Ram, and GMC. Whether you're towing, hauling, or just enjoying the open road, we have a truck for you. Half, 3/4, and 1 ton, there's a truck for every job. Stop and visit or shop any of our stores at NelsonAutoCenter.com. Nelson Auto Center, Fergus Falls and Grand Forks.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service Food. Serving you best.
It's about ready to get the second half underway. There's the score and all the notes you need to know. And the second half is underway as Otters bringing play back in with Feldbaum, and the Otters trying to chase that ball down near midfield and handled there by Alec Prishman. Prishman finding Marshall Feldbaum. So 4-0, second highest scoring total in the season in a match for the Otters. They've been to 3 a handful of times, season high of 8. That came against East Grand Forks earlier in the season in an 8-0 victory. That was on September the 2nd. So 4 is their second highest scoring total on the season. And certainly don't want to take the foot off the pedal here as Grayson Kohler handles things but has the ball taken away. And Otters into the first minute pass off the back of the foot of Beja Gustav as Lucas Toole looking for Gustav. Couldn't handle it. And ball thrown back in. Handled there by Owen Anderson, now taken back by Fergus Falls. Ball loose as Detroit Lakes. Through ball attempt, broken up there. Nice job by Quinn Wynn Sheldon to break that up. Through ball broken up by Jason Bellet. Here's Gustav along the far sideline. Gustav working his way into the box on a cross. Ball broken up and finally cleared out of the 18 by the Otters. Not a play. Nearly 2 minutes into the second half, as it is a 4-0 Fergus Falls lead. Otters trying to creep their way back towards the 500 mark, as after tonight, 2 more matches left in the regular season. Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. That is Running Stitches Embroidery. Ball's loose as that one comes along the near side, the ball out of play. And it'll be thrown in by Quinn Sheldon one more time. 4-0 in favor of the Otters. When Sheldon throws that one in, ball is broken up. Otters trying to get a scoring chance. Fellbaum with the approach, and that goes up and over the crossbar, and that ball is out of play. So scoring chance there for the Otters. Godwin with 7 saves, 3 saves, at least 7 shots on goal for Fergus Falls. 3 saves for Owen Lipton, the junior keeper for the Lakers. Here is Chilton, through ball, and eventually is knocked away and cleared out by the Otters. Nice job to hustle back by Fergus Falls there, and Noah Schlosser. Ball be thrown in. Isaac Marks will do the honors here for Detroit Lakes. Ball thrown in as ball comes along the near sideline, and that is out of play. Ball sent out of play once more and the Otters will throw that back in. Loose, cleared out. As ball loose out of the reach of August Dahl, and Otters will clear that out and out of play. Ball able to spin past one of the Otter defenders. As Detroit Lakes will throw that ball back in. Headed out by Fergus Falls. A little over 36 minutes to play in the match. And nearly 44 minutes completed. 4-0 in favor of Fergus, in favor of the Otters. There you see a look at the scoreboard there. Is handled there by Detroit Lakes. Is ball along the near side. Jaden Jaskin weaving his way through defenders, finding Chilton. Chilton pass into the box, trying to handle it. Went off the back of the foot. Trying to keep it alive was Kohler. On a cross, Marks, header attempt, did not connect. There's a shot, and the save made. Godwin with his ace save of the match. Goal kick deep, looking for Gustav, but broken up, knocked down by Bodie Dillon, but Otters try to get it back. Pass is eventually taken away. Nice job there by Jason Bellin. Broke up that as they were trying to get that through ball and get Gustav in space. Lakers trying to work the ball into their third. Deep ball headed out by Quinn Johnson as headed by the Otters. They'll maintain possession. Fellbaum for Beja Gustav. Gustav looking for the hat trick, and he has it. Fellbaum finding Beja Gustav, who gets his second hat trick of the season against the Detroit Lakes Lakers, and it makes it now 5-0. Into the 46th minute. Beja Gustav, 45:06. Fellbaum will get an assist on that to make it now 5-0 in favor of the Otters. Beja Gustav has 6 goals against Detroit Lakes this season. Here's Fellbaum with it. Trying to dance away from Wyatt Carlson. Headed out by the Lakers as a little over 34 minutes to play in this match. And right now, probably a little too early to put it in cruise control, but the Otters with a 5-0 lead as the Lakers try to work the ball. They're just outside the box as over along the far side there, Lucas Toole for the Otters. Now Cantrud, handled there now by Detroit Lakes. Trying to weave his way through traffic, good footwork, but now he's able to find a lane. As spinning and unable to get a shot off that time. I believe that was Kohler. Gustav, through ball, handled there, and the Otters may get another scoring chance. Cross attempt, not a whole lot on it, and finally cleared aside by Jaden Jaskin. Hustling after it is Anthony Chilton. Chilton battles for that ball. Good work by Chilton to try and get possession to the Lakers, but Feldbaum gets to it at midfield for Fergus Falls. Pass along the far side. Out of the reach of Gustav. Long ball there by Detroit Lynx, but cut off there by the Otters. 7 minutes into the second half, and it's a 5-0 advantage. 5-0 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region service beyond the connection. Shot attempt from outside the 18, about 25 yards out, and scooped up there by keeper Aiden Godwin. So Otters with 5 goals. The one thing you'd like to do is go for the clean sheet for Godwin. Got a section and conference shutout last week at St. Cloud Apollo. Substitutions in Fergus Falls will get Joshua Horgan into the match to replace Feldbaum. Kai Ulverson will check into the game for Detroit Lakes to replace Garrett Moen. Jaden Jaskin looks on the throw in for Dylan. Near side, Jaskin taken away, forcing a turnover. Andrew Johnson through ball, and nice job to cut that off. Owen Lipton went well out of the goal. He was probably good 25 yards plus out. Beat Gustav to the loose ball. Throw in coming, looking for Gustav far side. Gustav couldn't get there, and another throw in coming here for the Otters. We're into the 49th minute of play. 31 and a half minutes to play here into the match. It's 5-0 Otters here on the Park Region scoreboard. Service beyond the connection. Shot attempt blocked, and trying to clear that out was Bodie Dillon, and does out of play, but we'll see if it's a throw-in or if the Otters will get a corner on this. It'll be a throw-in. They have not had a corner kick tonight because they haven't needed one. Thrown in, pinballed around of a couple of Detroit Lakes defenders, and finally snatched away by Owen Lipton. Lipton on the goal kick. Line drive kick was knocked away and intercepted there by the Otters. Pass trying to connect with Lucas Toole. Now Gustav. Now for Toole. Over in the corner. Sends it towards the net. Ball broken up. Still loose. Into the goal box and finally cleared out by Detroit Lakes. Quinn Johnson able to find Gustav. Gustav about 20 yards out. Surrounded by a pair of defenders. Refusing to give that ball up. Now drops a pass off. And it's going to be offside. I think they had Toole over along the far sideline, kind of the edge of the 18. But offside whistled against the Otters. A little over 30 minutes to go in the match. As Fergus Falls led 4-0 at halftime. Gustav with his hat trick, third goal, making it 5-0. Some worthy candidates here for our Quality Player of the Game, presented by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics for screen printing and embroidery and custom apparel with the best in personal service around. It's Lake Country Graphics, 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls is where you'll find Lake Country Graphics, 998-4027. Gustav again. Gustav with a chance into the box. Shot deflected. Net was open as the pass comes back out. Left-footed strike. Not much on it there, and short from Joshua Horgan. Toole over on the far side and ball out of play. Boy, that net was open, but after the first shot attempt, couldn't find the rebound and get the shot off cleanly as Jackson Martinez reports in for Detroit Lakes. Out will go August Dahl for the Lakers. 29 minutes, 18 seconds and counting here in the second half. 51 minutes in, roughly, and it's 5-0 in favor of Fergus Falls. Ball along the far side. Martinez battles for it there for Detroit Lakes. The ball out of play. The Otters will get the throw in, and they will. I guess the 24-hour rule would come into play. You enjoy this one, and then St. Cloud Tech will be here tomorrow. 7 p.m. Our pre-match reported around 6:45. Ball is off the foot of one of the Otters. It was Matthew Toole. Ball comes near side and eventually out of play, and Otters will throw it in from midfield. Schlosser, no, it'll be Quinn Sheldon to do so. looking and drops it off near sideline. Matthew Toole has a pair of goals tonight. Cross is broken up by Detroit Lakes. And the ball comes back out to Alec Prishman. Now far side with it. Looks like McGinnis. Pass broken up as they were looking for Matthew Toole, the senior. Of course, 5 seniors recognized before the match here tonight. And one of those seniors, Matthew Toole, coming up big. Here's another shot low, and that's scooped up off the turf by goalkeeper Owen Lipton. They have 2 goalkeepers with Lipton and Asher Pratt. Lipton has handled most of the minutes in net this year for Detroit Lakes. 27-45 and counting here in the second half. 5-0 in favor of the Otters. A closer look at it right there as play back in, and the Otters add another goal to make it 6-0. This one in the 53rd minute. 52-27 on the goal to make it 6-0. Andrew Johnson picks up the goal. So Johnson the goal, 6-0 Fergus Falls. Fellbaum checks into the match now for the Otters. So the second goal of the half, this one of the 53rd minute, 52-27. The unofficial time on that goal. Gustav battles for the balls. The Otters able to add on. Here come the Lakers with numbers. Pass just outside of the box as a left-footed strike and up and high and wide from Grayson Kohler. Kohler has had really the best in most scoring opportunities for Detroit Lakes. He had a pair of goals in the 4-3 win back on August the 26th in Detroit Lakes. Augie Dahl and Jason Belland also had goals. Through ball, give the Otters another opportunity. Matthew Toole, here comes Toole into the box, and he pushes it just wide. Went low, and it rolled just wide of the far side goalpost. Boy, he just missed that, and Toole is down and shaken up. So he pops back up as we're under 26 minutes to play, as Toole was looking for the hat trick. As official stopping play, clock will continue to run here as one of the officials coming over to the Otter bench, having a word with head coach Joel Heikes. There was a collision there with the keeper Lipton. The officials coming out. Oh, I think he's got activities director Derek Abrahams, and he's pointed up to the crowd here, and I wonder if one of the fans is getting a warning or maybe asked to leave. As the official walked over, is Derek Abrahams, the activities director here at Fergus Falls, and he kind of pointed up to the crowd as the official had a word with Otters coach Joel Heikes. Goal kick will bring play back in. So the crowd down below is starting to stir, and we'll see if everybody that's down below gets to stay here for the remainder of the match. We'll try and keep you updated. Ball out of play as about 25 minutes to play here in this match. 6-0 in favor of the Otters as here comes Derek right now, and if he's going to have to do a little crowd control here, or if he's going to say, you know what, everybody just relax. So 6-0 your score as free kick in is handled there by goalkeeper Owen Lipton. Yeah, and I think Derek's kind of giving the crowd a little talking to, saying, all right, this is your warning. Drew Johnson on the through balls, cleared aside there by Owen Lipton. Ball back to midfield, headed by the Otters. Boy, the Otters trying to keep the pressure on. Lucas Toole, 6-0 with the lead. Toole Beja Gustav. Here's Gustav. Stops it with the left foot. On a cross, broken up. Ball is still loose. Ball popped into the air and eventually out of play. As he tried to switch to that left foot, tried to drop a cross into the goal box, but no shot off. 8 saves for Otter goalkeeper Aiden Godwin. 6 saves for Owen Lipton of the Lakers. Cooper Miller checks into the match, number 21, junior for the Otters. And a goal kick by Owen Lipton will bring play back in. Martinez checks out for Detroit Lakes. As into the match, Colin House is in on defense for the Lakers. Fellbaum trying to drop it off and does. Johnson splits a pair of defenders and to grind his way into the goal box, and his shot attempt was blocked aside by one of the Lakers and out of play, and the Otters will throw it in. Still have not had a corner kick tonight. 23 minutes to go in this one, second half. Ball loose, and shot attempt was blocked. Gustav trying to get to it, and to split a pair of defenders taken away by the Lakers. Gustav gets it back. Spins around, ball taken away, and finally claimed by Grayson Kohler. Long ball, deep, as hustling after it is Quinn Sheldon. But here come the Lakers with it. Knocked away again, I think by Miller. And that one deep. Ball back to the middle third. Handled there by Fergus Falls. Joshua Horgan sends that ball along. Beja Gustav again. Gustav into the box between 2 defenders, and a shot and a save made. Lipton comes up with a save. They will split a pair of defenders. Left-footed strike and the save made. Loose ball takes a big bounce. Anthony Chilton couldn't stop it for Detroit Lakes. Now Miller near side for the Otters, and the ball is out of play. Otters will throw it in. Quinn Sheldon, deep throw in. Making Drew Johnson go chase it down. Johnson gets to it. Andrew Johnson with a shot and a diving save. Boy, a great save that time. Take a peek at it right there. Second look at it. And a fine save that time by goalkeeper Asher Pratt. First corner of the night coming here for the Otters. The 8th save of the night for goalkeeper Owen Lipton. There's the corner attempt, and it is headed out. Take a peek at it again at the replay. They're headed out by Detroit Lakes. Lakers back the other way. Over 21 minutes to go in this match. 6-0 in favor of Fergus Falls. Drew Johnson again. Johnson trying to drop it off as Miller with a shot. Didn't get enough on it. Didn't get all of it. And sends it out of play. Substitution number 12, Dexter Borash. A freshman midfielder is in for the Lakers. 3 wins on the year for Detroit Lakes. Their last win came in a shutout win, 4-0 over East Grand Forks. They're 3-11 on the year. One of those wins over Fergus Falls. That is their lone win inside of the Central Lakes Conference. Isaiah Lawson and Matthew Toole check into the match for the Otters. Beja Gustav, as he'll check out, and likewise will go. Looks like Drew Johnson as well, and it is. Header attempt. Deflected, not a play. 20 minutes to go here in the match. As we're into the 61st minute of play. It's been all Otters, 6-0 Fergus Falls. Hat trick and an assist for Beja Gustav. Matthew Toole a pair of goals, and second half goal here for Drew Johnson. So some of those seniors on senior night contributing in a big way, including goalkeeper Aiden Godwin, who has 8 saves. Loose ball. After it was Colin House on a cross, headed out by Detroit Lakes. Here's a shot. That one's denied, and a good strike from Joshua Horgan, about 20 yards out. A save made there by Owen Lipton once more. That should be, and it is his 9th save of the evening for Detroit Lakes. So 15 shots on goal for the Otters. Here's a chance. Quinn Wynn Sheldon as he works his way into the box. Right-footed approach, goes low, sprawling save. Another save for Owen Lipton. Well, not too often on defense. You're maybe setting up guys for scoring opportunities. There, Quinn Wynn Sheldon pounced on one. And the shot attempt. Under 19 minutes to play in the match. 18:45 to play, and a 6-0 Fergus Falls advantage. Trying to weave through traffic, Grayson Kohler for Detroit Lakes. All over the far side, and through ball deep, hustling after it, trying to get to it. Isaiah Lawson, but goalkeeper wanders out of the goal to scoop that up, and Owen Lipton with a goal kick brings play back in for Detroit Lakes. Takes one big bounce and headed out by Quinn Wynn Sheldon through center. Otters trying to work it into the offensive third. Chance there, trying to handle it is Lucas Toole on a cross. Didn't connect. Boy, just missed. On a cross, looking for Isaiah Lawson. And just missed by a whisker and out of play. Substitution in for Detroit Lakes. Got an 18, but I don't have an 18 on the roster. They snuck one in on us. I know they added Anthony Chilton to the roster, and he has seen significant minutes tonight, but we don't have an 18. If we find out who it is, we will certainly let you know. The crowd's been well behaved here in the last few minutes, but Derek Abraham's just enjoying the match right now and hasn't had to discipline anybody. That's good. Ball near side as Philbaum battles for it for the Otters. Ball to the middle third, and a foul is going to be assessed against the Otters. Six 0 your score. Here on the Park Region scoreboard, Park Region, service beyond the connection. Stick around for our post-game report. We'll have our quality player of the game, and it's presented to you by Quality Toyota in Fergus Falls and by Lake Country Graphics. Say Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. That is Running Stitches Embroidery. Free kick coming on the foul. It's going to be a little over 30 yards out here for the Lakers. On the free kick attempt, it is high and wide from Grayson Kohler. Just went high and kind of tried to hit the top right corner and missed. Parker Cantrud is into the match. So a goal kick brings play back in. Fellbaum. And drop it off as handled there by the Otters and Lucas Toole. Through ball down the far side. Isaiah Lawson with the deep strike, and that one goes high and wide. Just outside the box, he's probably a good 25 yards or so out of play. So you've got a second look at that. That went just high and wide. Garrett Moen back into the match for the Lakers. Again, they have one more match left in the regular season. They will be on the road more than likely for the Section 8 AA playoffs. Joel Hike has said right now right about the 5 spot in the section is where he has Fergus Falls right now. And a win tonight, and especially a win tomorrow over St. Cloud Tech, could maybe move them up a spot, maybe a couple. Again, St. Cloud Tech, the report is they had an ineligible player that played a handful of games, so they may have to forfeit some victories. Here's a corner kick, and that misses everything by the Otters and out of play. It's their second corner of the match and of the second half, obviously, and a 6-0 advantage. All near side. It's at 15 minutes to go. Now the final decision on that will not come until later in the week, as the State High School League will have their regular meeting on Wednesday, and that will be discussed and what the penalty will be, if there is any, for St. Cloud Tech. Through ball, Toole, and offside. Fellbaum really with a good through ball that time, trying to find Matthew Toole, but all for naught. Free kick here for Detroit Lakes. And That'll turn into a goal kick. Lipton, deep, headed out back to the middle third. And nice job to handle that Kai Alverson. Little drop kick with the right foot there as battle for it. Philbaum can't get to it. Alverson does. Now back onto the foot of Philbaum. Through ball attempt broken up by the Lakers. Onto the foot of Isaac Marks. Back to Philbaum for the Otters. Loose ball, trying to knock that ball down. Eventually taken away. Kai Alverson again gets cut off by Noah Schlosser and out of play. And Detroit Lakes will throw it in. Owen Anderson checks into the match for the Lakers. Drew Johnson back into the match for Fergus Falls as well. So the Otters hang on here. The final 13 plus minutes. It'll be win number 6 on the year, trying to inch their way to 500. A win would get them to 6-7-1 for the season and 5-4 inside of Central Lakes Conference matches. It's a 1-point match, the second match of the year between these teams. Down the near side, Jaden Jaskin. Jaskin, shot attempt blocked by Quinn Sheldon, trying to hustle and keep it in play, and boots it out of play, and it will be a corner coming. Corner kick for Jaden Jaskin from the near side. It'll be the 4th corner for Detroit Lakes tonight, their first of the second half. Anthony Chilton checks into the match for the Lakers. So we'll get the corner kick set up here. There's the corner. And did not connect there as all over to the far side. Second peek on that one. And back to action. Ball is out of play. A little over 12 minutes to go. 6-0 Otters as Veja Gustav with a hat trick tonight and an assist. A pair of goals tonight for Matthew Toole, one for Drew Johnson as well. Right now it's a clean sheet for Aiden Godwin, who hasn't seen a lot of action to this point. At least here in the second half, as he has had just one save. 8 total for the match, but looking for a second clean sheet in a week. Under 12 minutes to go as the officials getting everybody set up. Gustav ready to check into the match for the Otters. Now, see, somebody's got to come out. They got 12 out there, and it'll be Quinn Sheldon that will take a break, take a seat. Otters throw it in the middle third as the Lakers still battling, still working hard as trying to see if they can break the shutout here. Otters maintain it at midfield. Through ball. And a whistle. Offside assist. Apparently it was, as they tried the through ball. Looked like for Matthew Toole for the Otters, but free kick will bring play back in here by the Lakers. And the Otters will take on St. Cloud Tech tomorrow, 7 o'clock here at Otter Stadium, with our pre-match report at 6:45. Channel 977, the Fergus Now app, and of course, with the video streaming on the KBRF Radio YouTube page. Ball into the box as ball broken up as Chilton got a piece of it. Cleared out by the Otters deep downfield. Otters working to the offensive third with Toole. Toole left-footed strike, and that one had a little English on that one and scooped up by Owen Lipton. Able to handle that one cleanly and quickly brings it back in. 10-10 to play. A little over 10 minutes to go here in the match. The Otters owning a 6-0 advantage on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection. Quinn Sheldon back into the game for the Otters. Alec Prishman will get a break. Get a nice hand from head coach Joel Heikus. Throw in from the far sideline into the offensive third for the Otters. Ball is handled, taken out by Detroit Lakes. Handled there by Carlson. Carlson sends a right-footed pass. Moen trying to chase it down and gets cut off and dropped out of play by Noah Schlosser, and the Lakers will throw it in again with Garrett Moen. Nope, it'll be Owen Anderson. Moen head towards the box. Jaskin. Gustav takes it away. Boy, he's quick. Nifty footwork there by Meja Gustav. Drops it off for Miller. Miller sends a ball deep and quickly cleared out. The step into one was Owen Lipton. Under 9 minutes to play in the match. Ball out of play and 6-0 is your score. There you see it right there with just under 9 minutes to go. Some of the numbers. 6-0 your score under 8.5 minutes to play as Joshua Horgan will replace Cooper Miller for the Otters. Well, St. Cloud Tech will be a great test as Otters have gotten key section and conference wins against Ricori. At Apollo was a good win last week. I know the Joel Hikus and the Otters pretty proud of that win. Good complete victory last Monday. And boy, it would help their cause if they could have a good fight and maybe pick off St. Cloud Tech tomorrow night. That is next up. Again, kind of got the 24-hour rule on this one. You enjoy it and get ready for another key match tomorrow night. Here's Toole. Has Gustav with him. Toole on the cross. Out of the reach of Gustav and handled there by Owen Lipton. 11 saves now for Lipton. The Devils Lake goalkeeper is under 8 minutes to go. 7:35 and rolling in this match as we're in the 53rd minute of play from Otter Stadium. 6-0 Fergus Falls on the Park Region scoreboard. Throwing down the near sideline. Toole again. Toole. Left-footed, looked like a pass attempt and broken up by the Lakers out of play and will lead to a Fergus Falls corner. For Meja Gustav. Third corner of the match, all here in the second half. On the corner attempt as through traffic, and that one is steered aside. Play continues on as just outside the box. Shot attempt is blocked. Another loose ball as Gustav trying to handle it and does for the Otters. Meja Gustav trying to weave his way through traffic. Ball taken away by Garrett Moen. Take a look at that corner kick once more. So you kind of get pinballed around near the right goalpost. A foul assessed here. And a free kick for Detroit Lakes. We talked about the Otters who got up to a sluggish start in the first meeting between these two teams, and that was one of our keys to the game. And boy, definitely starting fast, and they certainly did. And they really have not let up either. They've really continued the offensive pressure. The scoring attempts and opportunities for the Lakers, they've had a few, but they've kind of been more sporadic here in the second half, at least not as many. It's like McGinnis set to check in, not yet here for the Otters. Jaskin lets that ball roll out of bounds here for the Lakers as we're under 6 minutes to go here in the match. So McGinnis in, Schlosser is out. Six tonight, second highest scoring output in a match for the Otters this year. Most against a conference or section opponent. All headed out to the top of the box. Gustav waiting for it, trying to drop a pass off where it's handled there by Joshua Horgan. Back to Gustav. Meja Gustav splits a pair of defenders, but can't completely get separated and taken there by Jaskin. Ball through center. Loose ball as a battle for it. Over there for the Otters is Quinwin Sheldon. Now finds Joshua Horgan. Alverson can't handle it as the ball back to Coulter McGinnis. McGinnis near side, battle along the near sideline, and all out of play, and the Lakers will get a throw in. Good battle there between McGinnis and Anthony Chilton. Colin House checks in for Detroit Lakes. Dexter Borash checks out of the lineup. Lakers work the ball just outside the 18. Right-footed strike is offline and out of play. So Aiden Godwin, who's been more or less a spectator here in the second half. Goal kick brings play back in for the Otters. Horgan trying to send it downfield, broken up and out of play. Quick throw in and finds Toole in stride. Toole into the box, and that shot goes wide. Good through ball in that attempt. If you're watching the video stream, the left-footed strike was offline, but boy, a good throw, a deep throw, and he throw in, got Toole where he had some room to maneuver, got behind the defender. Here's Gustav. Mage's pass broken up. As here comes Detroit Lakes with it. A little over 3 minutes to go here in the match. Fergus Falls with a 6-0 advantage. This will be win number 6 on the year for the Otters. In at least 2 of them, this will be the 4th via shutout. 3rd in conference play with a 1-0 win at Ricori September 4th. 3-0 win over St. Cloud Apollo. As there's a ball deflected and save made there. Ball got deflected. And right in front, point blank range, and Owen Lipton comes up with a save as he has 13 saves here in the match. Yep, it is 13 as you take a look at the scoreboard there. Is a little over 2 minutes to go. 6-0. Otters will pick up a win. Now just trying to preserve the shutout here. Lakers trying to set up a scoring opportunity. They'll get a chance as player going down is Gustav. And that's going to be a whistle and a foul assessed. That's going to be on Martinez or Asher. Let's see, who is that's going to be on? That's Asher Pratt, perhaps. Number 15. It's going to be whistle for the foul as free kick will bring play back in. Lucas Toole headed along. Boy, nice job of the header there by Prishman. Toole trying to pick it up through traffic and does. Into the offensive third. Here come the Otters again. Into the box. Now coming wide. Goal line extended. Fergus Falls will keep possession. There's a strike in the far corner, and that one goes up and out of play. You see play kind of got directed over to the corner, and then the pass is trying to see if they could put one on goal. Minute to go here in the match. 6-0 Otters. Quinn Sheldon ready to throw it in. Look at everybody set up. Got Gustav deep. They'll toss it to the middle. Handled there by Matthew Toole, and the shot got deflected and just wide. Opportunity again late as another save. Cross attempt was blocked. Lakers trying to clear the ball out, and they do. Under 30 seconds to go in the match. Jaskin through ball, broken up. Trailing the play, Kai Alverson for Grayson Kohler. Back for Alverson. 15 seconds to go in the match. Ball's cleared out by the Otters. One more chance here as well. Wyatt Carlson is there. As they count down the final seconds, ball to Alverson. Cleared out by Quinn Sheldon. Down to 1 of the Otters with a 6-0 shutout victory. Clean sheet on senior night for goalkeeper Aiden Godwin. He'll finish with 8 saves. 14 saves for Owen Lipton. So saves in the match. 14 for goalkeeper Owen Lipton and 8 for Otters goalkeeper Aiden Godwin. So the Otters pick up the win. It is their 4th shutout of the season. They go to 6-7-1 on the year. And a quick turnaround back at home tomorrow as they'll face St. Cloud Tech here at Otters Stadium with a 7 p.m. start time. The Lakers fall to 3-12 on the season. They will finish up with Crookston on Thursday. Stay tuned. Our post-match report is coming up. Your final score in this one on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection. Fergus Falls 6 and Detroit Lakes nothing in boys soccer tonight. We'll get to our post-game in just a moment.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday Night Lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Chevy Truck Month is back at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. To celebrate, customers can take advantage of finance offers like 2.9% APR, price reductions, trade assistance, customer cash, and more. Contact the sales team for information and visit the Minnesota Motor Company website to view their impressive inventory. Together, let's drive.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Serve your family and friends the best. Certified Angus beef from the meat department at Service Food. Special cuts and orders always welcome. Service Food, West Lincoln Avenue, Fergus Falls.
Service food. Serving you best.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
As we are back tonight here at Otter Stadium as the teams meeting up, both teams meeting up at the center of the pitch to kind of take a moment here to gather together as one as the Otters win tonight. 6-0 is the final score here at Otter Stadium in Fergus Falls. Brad Anderson with you on Channel 977, also on the KBRF Radio YouTube page, and of course I hope you enjoy the video streaming. More to come here in the winter sports just around the corner, but we're not going to wish fall away here. Impressive performance for the Otters tonight as they win 6-0 to pick up their 6th win of the season. As into our post-game wrap-up here in this one, as still to come we'll have our quality player of the game presented by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Second half scoring here is the Otters scoring into the 46th minute, just over 5 minutes into the second half, as Beja Gustav picks up his 3rd goal, picks up the hat trick, his 2nd hat trick of the season against Detroit Lakes. Gustav from Marshall Fellbaum at 45:06, making it a 5-0 Otters lead, and they add a goal late on a nice through-ball opportunity, and converting was Drew Johnson. Andrew Johnson picking up the goal in the 53rd minute, 52:27 into the match to make it 6-0. Corner kicks, Otters had 3 in the second half, final total of 3. The Lakers had 1 for a final total of 4 this evening. And saves, 8 saves, clean sheet for Aiden Godwin, his 2nd within a week, his 4th of the season, and 7 saves in each half, 14 for Owen Lipton, the goalkeeper tonight for the Detroit Lakes Lakers. They fall to 3-11 on the season. More of our post-match report coming up after this as the Otters win 6-0.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
What's your number?
I drove 60 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 45 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
As we return here to Otter Stadium tonight, as we continue on with our post-match report, as the Otters defeat Detroit Lakes in Central Lakes Conference boys soccer, get a key section win, 6-0 was the final here. As we get to our player of the game, player of the game is presented to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. You know, the folks at Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls. Of course, they are the place to go. They're your apparel source for personalized printed or embroidered clothing and accessories. Go to yourapparelsource.com/Lake Country Graphics. That's Lake Country Graphics in Fergus Falls, 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls, 998-4027. That's 998-4027. On a night tonight where the Otters recognizing their 5 seniors, and well, one of them came up with these really a couple of key goals. Late in the first half, the Otters had really established control of the match with a pair of goals from Beja Gustav, but Matthew Toole really helped the Otters kind of separate themselves in the final 9 minutes of the first half, as Toole getting a goal in the 32nd minute at 31:04 of the first half. Toole from Isaiah Lawson, who delivered him a nice through ball, and Toole went from there and scored. So he got into the 18 and scored to make it 3-0, and then really the goal that really was the backbreaker was 6 seconds to go in the half. Gustav able to get a scoring opportunity, was able to put a shot on goal. Wasn't sure if it was going to have enough on it, but got it past the Detroit Lakes goalkeeper, got it past Owen Lipton, and redirected home by Toole in the 40th minute with 6 seconds to play to give Fergus Falls a 4-0 lead. They never looked back after that. So one of the seniors did a great job tonight as Matthew Toole with a pair of goals. He is our quality player of the game, presented by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. 6-0 Otters win. We'll put a bow on it after this.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. From Friday night lights to buzzer-beating shots, these students inspire us all. Just like them, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community, one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability. Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Otters win it tonight, 6-0 your final score here from Otter Stadium. And a quick turnaround and another key Section 8AA and Central Lakes Conference matchup as the Otters getting a step closer to potentially maybe getting a first-round home match for the Section 8AA playoffs. The pairings will come out after play is done here at the end of the week. But the Otters helping their cause tonight, and a good effort against who was looked like the team that was going to be on the inside track for the number 1 seed in St. Cloud Tech, a team that looked like was on their way to a Central Lakes Conference title. But stories come out here in the last couple of days that that conference title might be in jeopardy as they had basically reports that they had one of their players might be a potential eligibility violation. There'll be more to come on that. The Minnesota State High School League is going to, and they have a meeting coming up on Wednesday, their regular monthly meeting, and that situation will be discussed on in the meeting. So potentially they might be forfeiting some wins from earlier in the season. More to come on that. But we do know the Tigers will be here tomorrow against the Otters, 7 o'clock with our pre-match report coming up at 6:45. Another great test for the Otters. We hope you will come along with us for that here on Channel 977, also on the KBRF Radio YouTube page and on the Fergus Now app. A great way to listen anytime to Channel 977 or Leighton Media family of stations, including Real Rock Z103, News Talk 1250 KBRF, and also KJ Country 96.5. So our thanks as well to all our sponsors. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those folks, as we certainly appreciate Billy's work, our camera guy, and getting things set up here at the stadium tonight for Dave Bishop and our sponsors. I'm Brad Anderson. Your final score, Otters win it. Boys soccer action tonight. Fergus Falls, the Otters win it 6-0 over the Detroit Lakes Lakers. We'll talk to you tomorrow night here from Otter Stadium. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
It's now time for a special KBRF Radio Sports video presentation. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, your starting lineup. Quality Toyota, your quality player of the game. Park Region telephone and your Park Region scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare, your Lake Region Healthcare timeout. Minnesota Motor Company, your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Ottertail Coaches. American Federal Bank of Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's. FM Bank. The Viking Cafe. Service Food. Unsted Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. And by the American Legion Post number 30. Thank you for joining us for this special KBRF